quantity or quality? That's actually the hot topic of today. It is I, the greatest gamer of all time, and we're going to actually be talking about quantity versus quality. Call of Duty is a quantity thing. Let's just be honest here. We actually found out by YouTuber Codfather, who actually talks about how the AI is actually using multiplayer maps, which is absolutely crazy. So AI is creating these multiplayer maps, and even though Codfather is telling them, right, and he's like expecting people to wake up, right, it also makes me think that, like, when I asked my friend, and I asked him, I said, look, why are you still playing Call of Duty? He says, look, I don't care. You know, that's what he says. So even though he's just one person, I get there's just one dude. He's just one, right? But it also makes me think, okay, how many people actually think like him though, right? I was talking to him, and I was talking to actually multiple people too. And it was kind of funny. So their new game came out, and it was Silent Hill 2. And I like to think that game is pretty much like very high in quality, right? Very cool. I think it seems actually like a really, really great game. And it is, you know, even when my friends were playing it and talking about it, it's great, right? But the fact is, what is so amazing is the fact that once they complete the game, they're done. They drop it. It's over. It's done, right? It's over now. And Call of Duty in that way is a quantity thing. Everything is to grind for. Everything. Oh man, you want some cool augments? Grind for this. If you want some cool camos, grind for this. If you want this, grind for that. And then you also have the FOMO thing. Then you have the battle passes. You have everything, right? They even are not even hiding on the fact that they are using AI, because there is this Santa Claus zombie who has 6 fingers. So this whole fact that they are using AI, they're not hiding it. They do not care. But what's funny though is that when I realized, when I talk to people, and I've been playing these zombie matches with so many randoms, right, and I've been asking them about it, they end up saying they don't care either. It just seems like quantity is better, because like on the simple fact is that maybe Call of Duty is just such a established brand that no matter what they do, we're gonna buy it, right? I actually even found myself actually really thinking about that for a moment. Like I was thinking, okay, if the operator was made by AI, would people actually not purchase it? And I actually think that's funny, because I feel like people would still purchase operator skins even if they were made by AI, right? It's so crazy, which I already talked about it before. The operator skins are insanely like high in price, which is crazy to me, man. It's crazy. We're talking about $30 skins or $20 skins. Holy moly, man. And it makes me think, wow, back in the day, right? You know, obviously we can always keep going back and back, like, bro, dude, we never even had DLCs. Watch, okay, hear me out, okay? Back in the day, when a DLC came out for Black Ops 1, I believe it was $15 or $10. I think it was $10 or $15, right? And let's think about that. They put a lot of these 4 maps, they put these zombie maps, and they actually had to put quality into it, right? They had to, because we were paying for it, right? Now let's look at the zombie maps that we have now, right? Since this honeymoon phase really ended, I started looking at the zombie maps, right? Liberty Falls is probably like the worst map when it comes down to personality. It just seems honestly just bad. I don't really like it, to be honest with you. I don't. And Terminus, well, Terminus is okay. It's all right. My friend really doesn't like Terminus because, like he said, like I was saying, it doesn't have any personality to it. You're just a base that's on an island. For me, in my opinion, I mean, I kind of like it that you're going in the water and you're going to this, you know, you're driving the boat and stuff. But even then, I'm like, why do I need to drive the boat? Well, where do I need to go? There's nowhere to go. So it's kind of frustrating with that, because now I'm thinking, well, there's really nothing to do but be here on this main area, right? So there's no point in me traveling at other places. Then you have Liberty Falls, like I was saying. Liberty Falls is such a freaking boring map. It's just a town. It's bright in the day. There's no wow factor. There's nothing to it, right? And it makes it seem like, man, it seems like they just kind of did it because they had to do it for a second map for zombies. I'm not too sure. Maybe I'm just assuming, you know, I could be completely wrong. Maybe they took a long time to make the map, but man, oh man, dude, it just feels really bland. It really does. And it's crazy because it makes me think, man, what is better, quantity or quality? And it seems like quantity is better. It really does. It seems like it. It's no matter what they do, they, you know, we'll purchase something from it. We find out Codfather can make 10 videos, which it seems like he's been making tons of videos about how like, oh yeah, an insider actually came out and he said, bro, dude, they actually are making AI and they're firing voice actors, right? Which they are. They're firing some voice actors, right? I think they're firing Samantha and they're replacing her with another voice actor so that way they can use AI. And it's crazy because it makes me think nobody freaking cares. Nobody really honestly super cares about it so much, it feels like. Okay, so for me as a person, like I'm not speaking for everyone else, like for me, I feel like I don't know if I'm just setting my standards super low and that's why like I'm like, oh, Black Ops 6 is awesome, like it's amazing, right? Or like Black Ops 6 actually is cool and it's a great game and they just maybe just didn't put that much work into it. Maybe you don't need to put that much work to make it an actual great game. But I don't know though. That's what's so interesting because if you think about it, Black Ops 6, the biggest selling point they had was the Omni movement. And which is also funny because when I talked to some of my friends, they didn't even know what that was, right? And even my brother, which I'm going to be honest, he's not really a Call of Duty player. I asked him, yeah, it's the Omni movement. And he says, oh, what is that? I said, oh, you can move left, right, and up and down. And he said, oh, okay. So just moving. So it's kind of funny because it makes me think like, damn, man, like maybe just like I was saying, maybe just Call of Duty is just such an established brand, like we'll just purchase it, right? Like I know I will, to be honest. I am gonna purchase it. Like I probably would purchase the next Call of Duty, and I can't tell you why. Maybe there's just nothing else that's like Call of Duty, you know. And I know people are gonna say like, oh, X Defiant, and that's also really interesting too because I feel like in a weird way skill-based matchmaking did win, right? Like I made a video about that. It seemed like skill-based matchmaking did win. It seems like it actually does increase engagement, and it seems like it actually does make it better, right? And it's kind of makes me think like that too. Like AI fully runs Call of Duty. AI is like the CEO of Treyarch in a way, right? Like AI is the CEO of freaking Call of Duty, and it just makes me think like, man, like is it like, is that a good thing or a bad thing? Right? And like people would probably say, well, that's a bad thing, right? Because, you know, it's funny because when growing up, I always thought like quality was better, right? But as I grow older, right, now I realize quantity is kind of better. Like it really does seem like it's better. Like we get Call of Duty every year, we still actually spend so much money on it. And me and my friend were talking about it too. We were talking on the fact like, who makes more money? Would it be Rockstar or Call of Duty, right? A lot of people say maybe Rockstar with their monetization tactics, but even then I would say, man, maybe Call of Duty, or maybe it's neck and neck in a way, because we still purchase Call of Duty, which is now $70 every freaking year now, and we purchase actually skins and operators that, like I was saying, that's $20 to $30, and then they use the FOMO tactics that I love talking about, and then they use a bunch of paywall stuff, man. So it makes me think, man, I don't know. I guess I don't know. But what do you guys think? You guys think quantity or quality is better? Really? Because I want to hear your thoughts. Anyways, the best gamer is signing off.
No, I'll never go down. You call me the king cause I'm slaying. You ask me what games are we playing. It's like every day I'll be unlocking all these flows while we playing games with all my bros. And I think you already